That's going good, man. How are you?
Not bad at all. So, Jon Schaffer, what's been going on in the land of ice dirt?
Just unfortunately, we're winding up one of the best tours in the history of the band with Volbeat. We've just had like an amazing time, and it's really it's just kind of a sad day, because it's just been so much fun, and it's the last show today. So, but yeah, we're doing some headline shows after this, and then we're heading to Europe for festivals, and then filming the live DVD. So, a lot going on.
When's this new live DVD gonna be appearing?
Probably not till early next year, I would imagine.
Okay.
Because we won't be able to. There's no way we'd be able to get it out by Christmas, just with the lead time the label needs, and with post production and editing and stuff. So we're just going to try to shoot for like probably February or something next year.
After these tour dates, like you said, where are you guys gonna be playing next? In what month is it gonna be? Like in August?
Yeah, basically playing the last show for the summer so far is in Cyprus on August 19th, and we go back to Europe in December.
Would you say touring now is getting even better than last year?
I mean, it's been good ever since the new album has come out. It's been we're about 120 shows into the world tour, so it's been pretty intense, but it's been great everywhere. So this has just been great for us touring with Volbeat because we're getting exposure in front of an audience of most people don't know who Ice Dirt is, and they're big. So it's been a really huge shot in the arm for us.
So like this, you guys can sell more merchandise to new people, let's say that's never heard of Ice Dirt in a sense, and finding you on YouTube or stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I mean it's not really about the merch; it's just about the awareness of the band. And then once people leave the show and they're kind of blown away, then they start discovering the band, and our web traffic has quadrupled since we started this tour. So we're, people are definitely checking it out, and hopefully more sales will come later. But right now, it's about spreading the awareness.
John, tell me a little bit about your guitar collection. I mean, I see a lot of different guitars on your in your photos that you've been doing lately. How big is your guitar collection, and what do you bring on stage?
I mean, I have a pretty substantial collection, but there's probably I don't know, maybe a dozen guitars that go on tour, at various times. Depends on what I'm in the mood for. I keep a few in Europe, but then I have others that are just for studio use only, or even I have some that are just for my collection that I don't even really use in the studio.
And amplifiers as well. You have a whole different series of amps.
Yeah, I mean the ones I use on tour are my Larry Groman signature heads that I've been using forever. But in my studio I have several different kinds of amps for different tones. Depends on what I'm doing.
What's your take on the whole Randy Blythe story that's going on right now?
Well, I think it sucks, man. It feels like Randy's being railroaded. I really feel bad for him. He's a very cool person, and I think what Metallica did is amazing. I just feel bad. It's got to be a really terrible situation to be in.
Another thing, we lost Jon Lord. What do you think of Jon Lord as a great musician?
Man, he was awesome, dude. It's just it's sad. All these older guys are passing away, man. But I guess that's just the way it rolls, But he was an amazing keyboard player and had a very specific style that it was obvious. If you're a Deep Purple fan, then you immediately know a Jon Lord keyboard line. So.
And in a sense, too, Jon Lord made Deep Purple what it is today with the solos that were all through the songs of the albums.
I think there's a lot of guys that made up Deep Purple. I mean, you can't really say that he made it up, but he was certainly an integral part of it. And Roger Glover's obviously hugely important. The vision in a lot of the songs, and obviously Richie Blackmore, Ian Gillan. I mean, come on, man. It was a band of superstars, really.
So, what you've been doing lately, to pass time, on tour?
Well, there's really not that there's an overabundance of time. So I do a lot of press. I mean, on this tour, I've been trying to hang with Michael as much as possible because we're really good friends, and We don't get to see each other very often, so we spend a lot of time together. Good quality time, laughing a lot, telling a lot of stories, and but, you know, it's been time when we're rolling down the road, reading books or you know, listening to music. I guess that's about it.
Would you say with Dystopia that came out, the press has been way larger than the past albums you've done?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, the best. I mean, the very best campaign that we ever had in Iced Earth history was on the Glorious Burden record when SPV was really, you know, things were going really good for the label, and so I mean, I would say that was probably the most extensive press campaign that we've ever had. But you know, Dystopia is getting it's a really strong record, so you know it's got a good amount of press. But I always think there could be more. As much as it annoys me, you know, it's really important to get the word out. So,
how many interviews do you do a year? Would you say?
It depends, man. If it's like a freshman album cycle, hundreds. If it's, you know, like 2 years after the album's out, not as much. So you can't really go by a year. If there's a new album out, then that first year is always pretty intense. It tapers off some.
Would you say with the internet evolving and stuff like that, it's getting better to promote in a sense, or is it getting easier or not?
I don't know, man. That would have to be a question for somebody that, you know, works in the label industry part of it. I don't know. I mean, I think the internet's it's not a black and white situation. I think it's good for some things, and then it's also caused a lot of damage for other things with file sharing and people downloading music illegally and stuff. I mean, it's really hurt the industry. It's hurt a lot of labels and distributors and bands and, you know, retail stores. Everybody is feeling it. So, you know, it's a double-edged sword.
Well, John, a pleasure talking to you and promoting this Dystopia album still, because it's got a kick-ass sound to it and great guitars, as always.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, well, you have a great summer, and talk to you another time.
Okay, sounds good, man.